Chief, we just got a submission from a brilliant poet no one's ever heard of.
Genius. Pay him nothing and run it on the cover. Stop the presses, send my wife some flowers, and bring me an Advil. What do you mean you don't work for me? You're hired. Now that you're hired, you're fired. Now that you don't work here, we can be friends. Now that we're friends, how come you never call? Some friend you are. God, I love this business.
Here it is.
Bad news, Maya Angelou, you've been bumped. Aw, that's sweet. I hate sweet. I need photos. Photos of Spider-Man.
This is a poetry journal.
Okay, then poems about Spider-Man. And I want to finish before you start. And before you finish, give me some coffee. And the poem should have the following rhyme scheme. A-B-B-A-A-B-B-A-C-D-E-C-D-E. What are you waiting for, Chinese New Year? Crap. Not bad. Luton Carlisle, you're the Mad Bomber, but you're one of the richest businessmen in the city. Well, if you think I'm going to go easier on you just because you saved my life, you're wrong.
I figured as much.
Hey, Spider-Man, I just, wanted to,
You're welcome.
wrote it myself.
You're the publisher of one of the biggest newspapers in New York, and this is what you're doing? You've been doing the same thing to Spider-Man for years.
Spider-Man is a masked menace. You Avengers, the Fantastic Four, you're all vigilantes. You're not real heroes like astronauts or police officers or firemen or newspaper publishers. Look at you, Stark. You got money, and a fancy suit. You think you're above the law? Well, you're not. You want the truth to come out? Then you do it the same way everybody else does. Prove it! Parker! I know you're out there, you wall-crawling menace. It is the duty of every New Yorker to report the actions of these masked miscreants. So listen up. As long as J. Jonah Jameson is CEO of Daily Bugle Communications, I won't rest until New York has seen the last of Spider-Man. In a shocking betrayal of the justice system he claims to uphold, Spider-Man today led known super criminals in an attack on innocent school children. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, it gives this humble commentator less pleasure, I imagine, to say, I told you so. It is the opinion of Daily Bugle Communications that the police should issue a warrant for Spider-Man's arrest, and that nothing less than deadly force should be employed in the pursuit of Spider-Man. Trouble at the United Nations, where crowds of angry protesters have gathered to protest a controversial speaker. And no, it's not Spider-Man this time. Hyperion revealed. Newsflash, New York. We were hoodwinked. J. Jonah Jameson is not too big to be the first to admit it. Hyperion was not a superhero. Trusted news source J. Jonah Jameson here with a new threat to mankind. You thought Spider-Man was bad? Well, the mindless green Goliath known as the Hulk is even worse. We have exclusive footage of this jade-skinned monster on another rampage. Where are these overloads coming from? All these bulked-up, villainous, overpowered hooligans? And that Spider-Man. He must have overloaded Doc Ock himself just so he could look good when he beat it. Spider-Man? What's that masked lunatic up to? Get out of my newsroom!